T69, and I break them down so you guys can try and do the same thing. In today's match, we're playing the T69 on Siegfried line. This is a pretty good match. I'm going to end up in a close situation, and again, I play things kind of differently. The people in chat get a little bit upset, but in the end, we come out on top. The first thing I do when I'm in the T69 is I start moving into the city. The T69 can play field, but I really feel like you're going to get a lot more benefit, especially in an encounter match, pushing into the city and trying to get early shots, and maybe get a track, try and unload those clips as fast as possible, get as much damage out, get back in your reload, similar to the 5100, but a little bit different. On Siegfried line, I almost always like to push into the city and try and get any early shots. There's a couple different places where I know other tanks are going to set up. You're going to see me push in and set up in one of my favorites. Tanks always drive across that line. The only issue is you have to be able to shoot faster. So I move up to this building, I try and make as much of my tank not visible as possible, and I line up my shots. Now I'm streaming here, so I'm talking to chat, I'm looking at the screen, I'm looking away every couple seconds, so my reactions are a little bit slow sometimes. I don't hit that guy because I'm answering chat, and I get spotted. So once I'm spotted, I have to back off. I do have a tank there playing with me as well, so I get back, I make sure that I'm no longer spotted, and once I'm not spotted, I let the J Panther peek first. I'm going to go out and see if I can get damage now. Unfortunately, he pushes up in front of me, so I don't have anything. I let him take a shot, and then I'm going to see if I can go push on that PK. I see that PK is shot, I can push him. I know that I've got a great opportunity for me to dump damage now. I take 2 shots, and now I have to think, am I going to take one more? One more shot, I take it, and realistically, I probably shouldn't. I had 3 shots, I should have backed off, done that, and not taken any damage. Instead, I go for that 4th shot, only about 250 damage, and I take 1 and have to pop my repairs early. Bad decision, should have backed off after just 3 shots. After taking those shots, I'm going to reload. One of the great things about auto-loaders, if you can get that damage out, get all of your shells out and reload, it gives you a little bit of time to start thinking and figure out where am I going to go next. I don't want to push that line again. I'm worried that too much is going to be waiting for me. I decide to go assist some of my tanks over here. I see that they're taking damage. I have a couple tanks spotted, and I'm going to look down for that Tiger. I do end up with a little bit of a shot on him. I aim in, I take it. Unfortunately, I don't get the penetration with no damage. I believe that was a critical hit. I'm not positive, but I can't stay out there. That is a very aggressive position. I'm wide open. My side is open. If I get hit, I'm probably going to take a lot of damage. So I back out. 3 shells, that's only 750 average damage. I'm probably not going to be able to kill a tank, but at the same time, I don't want to reload. I look at this J Panther, he's taking a shot, and I think I can cross here. I accidentally run into him, that slows me down a little bit. Could have taken extra damage there, but I got lucky and didn't. I am spotted, so now I don't want to give up where I'm going. But there's a T20 over here. I know that I can probably clip out that T20, and I want to be aggressive against it. I want to try and take a barrel out of the match so we start getting more of an advantage in this round. I decide not to check that cubby hole for the T20. I want to move and I want to catch him if he tries to escape. If he's in that cubby hole, he's going to get spotted. And I actually misjudged. I thought that he had taken damage previously. He hadn't, so somebody else has to get a shot on him. I end up setting him on fire, get that kill. Now with only 1 shell left, I'm in a decently safe position. I'm going to take my reload and I'm going to run back behind the J Panther and KV3, get through my reload so that if anything else engages on me, I have all 4 shots and I've got a better chance of killing him. Now, I really value at this point in the game having a full magazine. Most tanks that have been active have taken some damage. That's going to put them underneath that 1000 HP barrier that I need them to be if I'm going to get that kill with just 1 magazine. I stay safe, and now that I've got my reload, I'm going to start looking for other stuff. I push aggressively to back my Centurion up because I see that's where most of the tanks are. Decided the last second that I want to move. We've got these tanks over here, I want to get on them, and I've got the most tanks over here. If I can help get a couple kills on them, I'm going to be able to set my team up and we're going to do well. I see a Ferdinand out in the field. Unfortunately, that first one goes low, and you're going to see later in the round that actually hurts. After I get that first shot of him, I know he might shoot at me, so I back off. Once he takes a shot, I'm going to move back on him. I start aiming in, I take the shot, and I get some penetration. Try and take one more and hope that it pens. Doesn't penetrate, unfortunately. Now I'm going to never reload. I'm going to run away without taking any more damage. The important thing here, I'm getting my shells out, I'm doing some damage, and I'm getting into reloads. If I get caught outside my reload when I'm reloading and I don't have shells, tanks are going to have free damage on me. I only have 838 hit points left, so if they do that, I'm in real trouble. And anytime you play an autoloader, you really have to make sure that you're always thinking ahead. Get your shells at and out and know where you're going to go. I end up getting through my reload and I see this Tiger in the field. He's got decent shots. I take a shot, I penetrate, I aim in, I hit another one, and unfortunately this guy pushes in front of me, which means I have to move. I try and take a 3rd shot, get him just a little bit lower, and it doesn't hit. Had that Centurion not pushed up in front of me, I think I probably would have got one more out, and now I'm in another reload. I push out very aggressively here, which is probably not the best idea. Although in hindsight, I may have been doing it because I saw that Panther and I wanted to get to safety. One of the great things about the T69 is your reload is very fast. I don't have to worry about being too long without my reload. And once I see the Panther running away, I push out. The Tiger ends up missing one shot. I'm going to have shots for this guy right now, and I take it. Unfortunately, again, that Centurion gets on me, causes me to miss that shot. I try and get a track hit, and I don't get it. He turns back, and I'm going to get more shots, but really unfortunate for that Centurion. If I had gotten one more in him, he would have been one shot. He would have died right there. The Centurion should finish him off. Now I'm going to reload, and I have to acknowledge that the Tiger's out there. Once the Panther dies, they only have 3 tanks left. I've seen the Tiger, I've seen the Ferdinand. I'm going to push on the Tiger. I don't think that that SU is going to be a threat at the time of this game. I do end up getting to spot him in just a second after I find that Tiger. I look off to the right to make sure there's nothing there. There ends up being the Ferdinand and the SU, so all of them are in different locations than I expected outside of the Tiger. I push out, I know that I can finish that SU, I just can't expose myself to the Tiger. Take one big shot for the SU, take 3 shots, he's dead. I'm going to look for a shot on the Tiger. When I realize that I don't have it, I get into a reload, and now I run backwards. We've got a great scenario right here. We're up 13 kills to 10. We have 5 tanks left, they have 2. This should go very smoothly. Now things are about to start to go wrong. Once I get my reload, I push the Ferdinand. They pick up a few kills, so let's look at how this match plays out. Here's what should happen. I see that Ferdinand, 269 HP. I should be able to push him, get that kill very easily. Then let the J-Panther SU handle the Tiger. That Ferdinand ends up shooting. I peek out. I figure I've got a chance here. I get 1 penetration. Now I just need 1 more. He's going to die. And I don't get it. I bounce. I push out. I'm trying to take another shot, and I don't have it. I take one. I don't even actually take one. And now I back off. And I have to think that Ferdinand could one-shot me. I don't actually know the damage of a Ferdinand at the time in game. And I'm thinking to myself, alright, I really need to set this up so that I don't take any damage, and he picks up another kill. 2 shots, as long as I penetrate, I'm guaranteed to kill him. If the SU can finish off that Tiger, who's very low HP, we should be in a good position, and the Ferdinand spots me there. That's not good. I can't see which way the Ferdinand is going to turn to face me. If I go out in the field, he might have first shot on me, so I don't want to mess with that. I've looked for the Tiger, and I don't have it, and that Ferdinand continues to push up. My thought now is, let's see if I can go field, possibly get shots at him. Probably not going to happen. Once my teammate goes down, it's time for me to reset. Instead of engaging anybody, I take my reload. I know nobody can catch me right here, and I'm going to push back, and I'm going to hide, and I'm going to make sure that nobody knows where I'm at. I'm going to try and confuse them and catch them coming into me. In order to reset this fight, I just run away. I'm going to set up way behind Cap, and best case scenario is what I'm going for here. I take a defensive position. If their 2-tank advantage gets them overconfident, they're going to push into me. I'm going to be able to kill both of them very fast. Keep in mind, the Tiger is probably 2-shot range. The Ferdinand is 1-shot range. He's got almost no HP. All I have to do is get these penetrations out, and I'll be fine. I am still worried that the Ferdinand's going to kill me. I know that the Tiger's going to take at least 2. I get a little bit bored here. When I'm streaming, I try and be a little more entertaining, so I don't want to just camp for the remaining 5 minutes of this match. I'm going to push, and I'm going to try and win this instead of settling for a draw. I push up and I check this corner. I want to make sure that I don't stay out for too long, because if I do, I might be in trouble. And I just kind of have a feeling that they may be pushing, trying to find me. They haven't crossed point, but I'm still looking for destruction. I don't see them, so now I make a more aggressive push around that corner. When they don't spot me, I know that they're not playing down in that southern field area. That means that at least one of their tanks has to be backed by Cap. I turn around and I go look for him. I'm going to round this corner carefully, hoping to spot someone, and there ends up spotting the Tiger. Once I spot the Tiger, I think, okay, 2 shots should be fine. I back up, I take 1 shot on his back, hoping to get maybe a fire. I don't get that, I take a second shot, and low rolls. I don't get the kill. I take a shot and back up, and it ends up missing. Now I've got another difficult decision to make. That Ferdinand is 1 shot from death, but if I bounce him, I might be in real trouble. I decide to try and play defensively. I take a reload, and I have to wait for that Ferdinand. He knows exactly where I am, and I don't know where he is. I do know that when I peeked down south, I didn't get spotted, so I think that he's probably pushing near that Tiger, trying to support him. That means I'm going to watch my north. I'm going to make sure that if he peeks around, I've got at least a chance of bouncing. I don't want to give him my back. Once I get my shells back, I'm going to peek. I think he's out there, but I want to make sure he's not coming from my back. So I turn around this way. I'm going to look and see if I get spotted. If I get spotted, I've got a very quick back around the corner where I'm not going to take a hit. I don't get spotted. So now I'm still pretty confident that he's out north by the Cap. I have to figure out how am I going to do this. where am I going to engage him from? I don't want it to be the same place where I took down that tiger because that's where the Ferdinand's going to be looking. So I push out this way, hoping to get a spot on him. Now I made a little bit of a mistake there. If he's looking for destruction like I am, I just ran over a car. He's in third person. He might know exactly where I am. So I push out aggressively again, trying to hope that I can catch him off guard. I end up spotting him right there. I move right behind that tank. He takes a shot and he hits the other tank. He doesn't get me. And I bounce him. So it turns out that reload is very important. Second shot goes in. He dies and we pick up a win. This game ended up being a pretty solid one. I got a lot of damage out. I was able to win that 2v1 and pick up the round. So you can see, I got the high caliber, I got the mastery badge, I got 4,500 damage, 1,300 experience. I believe I fired 28 shots, 21 of which penned, 25 direct hits. All in all, pretty solid. And really what ended up helping me here, I was in position to take my shots, reload, and get into lots of different magazines. I never engaged a tank when I didn't have more damage than I needed, and I was able to play defensively but aggressive at the same time. Like always, guys, thank you for watching. Don't forget, follow my stream, mlg.tv/ZoidBergenstein. My Twitter is twitter.com/ElevateZoid. Like and subscribe here on YouTube, and make sure you tune in tomorrow morning for my live stream where you can see these games take place live as they're happening.